Hey, I'm the How To Dad, and today it's too cold for skiing, so I'm going to tackle a few things in the trailer, starting with this electrical box. This box actually contains all the electrical for the entire trailer, including the switch panel, 60 amp hour battery, charge controller, and battery charger. But this box has a problem. It's a mess! So today, I'm gonna clean it up and add a few features. Let's get this box out of here and bring it into the garage. First thing I need to do is unplug a few wires, disconnect the ground lead, unbolt it, and lift it up and take it into the garage. I was gonna take everything out of here, but now I realize that's just kind of silly. So basically what I've done is I cut a hole in the front of the box so I can mount the control panel onto that just using, some screws. This is a 10 gauge wire, so both the main leads are 10 gauge wire. They run from the battery to the panel, and everything is just wired. So I've got, this one's for the lights, this one's for the pump, these ones are auxiliary, this is the 9 volt, the USB, my voltage meter. One of the things I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a fuse in the positive lead here for the main panel. I just strapped the battery down using these plumbing straps, pipe straps. They work really, really well. Battery's super secure, not coming out of the box at all. So what I'm gonna work on now is I'm gonna mount the charging controller. Okay, so for the charge controller, here's what I've got in mind. I mount the charge controller here and then run the leads to the battery. Now to plug the solar panels into the charge controller, what I've come up with is to use these SAE connectors. So basically the way it works is you just plug it in, unplug it. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run this one out through the back of the box. This end will go directly into the charge controller. So I'm gonna have to mount it from inside here, like this. Screw this into place. Now for the solar panels to be plugged in, I don't want to be constantly running wires. So what I've decided to do is I'm gonna run a wire and leave it permanently in the trailer. To do that, I'm gonna get everything out of the garage, I'm gonna remove the panel, and then drill a hole from the outside of the trailer to the inside. Feed this wire, run it just in between the floorboards and the insulation, and just leave it in place. Put everything back to the way it was. Now what I can do is I can just plug this lead into the back of the box, plug the solar panels into the side of the trailer, and everything's ready to go. Now the solar panels live in the garage. And the reason they live in the garage is because I'm not going to mount them on the trailer. If I mount them on the trailer, I have to arrange the trailer in a way that it meets the sunlight. This way, I can just move the panels anywhere I want them and plug them in on the side. Now for charging my battery, what I've come up with is I use this battery maintainer and 4 amp battery charger that's really easy to find and quite inexpensive. I just plug it into an extension cord through the door up until now. Now what I've done, I have a section of extension cord that I've cut down and fed through the side of the trailer. Now I just plug it in from the outside. I don't have to have the door open while I'm charging the battery any longer. This works really, really well. I just take the plug from the battery maintainer and I put it through the handle of the box and then plug it into the extension cord. All right, so there you go. That's the entire electrical system in a box. You might be wondering, how heavy is this box? It's a little bit heavier than the battery, obviously, but it's not completely unwieldy. I can easily pick it up on my own. And when all the boxes nest together with the hand truck, not a problem at all. Where do I plug in my microwave and my air conditioner? There's a simple answer to that. I don't have AC. I don't have an inverter. I just left it out of the equation. Everything is 12 volts. I'm running lights. I'm running my water pump. If I need to plug anything to charge in the USB ports, I just do that. If there's a point where I'm like, I'm gonna need AC, I'm just gonna get a small generator. It's cheap, it's easy, it's portable. The next thing I'm gonna tackle in the trailer is this moisture issue. Just by being in here, breathing and cooking and doing all that, it just creates a little bit of moisture in the trailer. It's something that I need to deal with. I have a solution of how to deal with that I'm gonna experiment with. And if you wanna see that, you might wanna subscribe to the channel. And if you do, I'll see you in the next video. All right.